We always have to hear in the summer that air conditioning is sexist. I don't know if you've encountered this yet, but it's a thing now, and every summer you hear it, especially if you're online. Air conditioning is a sexist conspiracy against women, apparently, evidently, and this is one of the new frontiers of feminism. Feminism, of course, in this country is so privileged, so frivolous, so stupid, so silly, that they are just, it's so desperate to find a reason to exist anymore that now they're focused on this, the fight against air conditioning. Feminists will say that women, tend to be less comfortable in cooler temperatures, which is true. They get colder easier, yet many buildings and offices have AC, and they set the AC very low, and this makes women chilly, and therefore it is sexist. That's the argument. I'm not making it up. That really is the argument. The New York Times published one of the yearly required think pieces on the subject with the title of, "Do Americans Need Air Conditioning?" Answer, yes. A staff writer for The Atlantic, Taylor Lorenz, shared it with her followers and added her own little mini rant to it. This is what she says. She says, "Air conditioning is unhealthy, bad, miserable, and sexist. I can't explain how many times I've gotten sick over the summer because of overzealous AC in offices. #BanAC. Then she continues, "Dying at all the men in my mentions, having a literal meltdown because I suggested raising office temps a few degrees in the summer. No amount of AC on the planet will help men online chill." And then she continues, "Buy a fan. You're not going to die, LOL. I should be able to wear dresses in the summer and not get hypothermia. Weird that making women slightly more comfortable and productive at work causes so many men to have a mental breakdown." But if you are anti-AC, I have to assume that either you're just totally full of it and you're a hypocrite and you claim to be anti-AC while you use AC all the time in actuality, which I'm sure is probably the case with Taylor here, or maybe you live in Maine or something, or, because I guarantee you that no human being south of, say, New England could possibly really be against air conditioning. It's just, it's not possible. And if you go down to Texas or Arizona, this is someone who's never been south at all. I mean, there's no way you could go south, Texas, Arizona, you go anywhere in the south and still have this opinion. The idea of living without AC down there is just utterly absurd. Of course, people did it for thousands of years, and people still do it today. But you know what? People live without running water. People live without plumbing. People live without proper hygiene. Okay, people live without washing their hands or bathing for months on end. I mean, that also, people live with malnutrition. People live without clean water. People live in a lot of different ways. But that's, fortunately in modern civilization, we have improved on some of these areas greatly. And we have made for better living conditions, healthier living conditions, more comfortable living conditions that will preserve your life and your health. AC is one of those modern inventions that is just absolutely positive, absolutely good, and there's no drawback. You can always put on a sweater, okay? You can put on a layer, and you could bring a blanket to work. I mean, you can do anything, or just put on a sweater, or don't. Taylor says, I like to wear a dress to work. Well, it's great that you like to wear that, but if you're not comfortable in it, maybe wear something else. Okay, you can't dress like you're going to the beach and then whine that the temperature indoors isn't set to reflect beach conditions. I think 9 times out of 10, when you have a woman say, it's too cold in here, you look at what they're wearing, it's okay, we'll put on a little bit more clothing and then you won't be as cold. It's not rocket science here. Hot people, this is the way it works. Cold people can put on layers. Hot people can only take off so many layers before they go to jail. So that's why in the summer with the AC, the hottest person gets priority because they can't do much with their hotness. Whereas you really have, it's unlimited. I mean, you could put on as many layers as you want. But probably if the AC is set at 67, God forbid, and you're really cold, 1 layer is all it's going to take and you'll be fine. Okay, if you need 6 layers because it's 67 or 68 degrees, then you really do have you need to go to the doctor. There's something wrong.